Hello, hello. My name is Sukhum Hing, and welcome to another episode of the Sukhum Show. And today's episode, I want to start by sharing an old story that I heard a long time ago. And it's about a Zen Buddhist teacher, and he's walking around pacing back and forth in the classroom, and he has his teaching stick, or his hitting stick, I guess, if the student answers incorrectly. And he posed a question to the students. The question was, if a tree falls in the middle of the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? And I know we've all heard that question before. So here's the thing. One of the students responded, and they said, yes, it's physically impossible for a tree to fall and it not to make any noise. And whack! He got hit by the teaching stick. Still confused. I don't know what happened there. And then the student courageously said, no. I mean, no one's around to hear it. And if we are describing sound, this definition of being perceived by the ear, then technically no. Whack! He got hit by the teaching stick as well. The teacher, the Zen Buddhist master, said to the student, then you didn't listen hard enough. So till this day, I still struggle with that. What is the point of all that? I will take it from the analogy perspective of what I've learned in the last week, and I will dig into that. And this is one of many perspectives that you could have taken from this story. And for me, I look at it as from a team dynamic and things, people that you work with. And I look at it as the tree is those people you work with, whether there's direct reports reporting to you or you're reporting to your manager. These are your relationship with the people around you. And 9 out of 10 times, there's going to be some noise that they make, whether issues comes up, things they're not happy with, things they are happy with. That's like the tree falling down. They're making all that noise. And it's up for you to listen when that happens, because things are crashing down. So you got to listen to it. Now, the same falls equally true when there's no sound coming out of it. Like, you've got to listen even harder when that happens. And what I mean by that is even when people are complaining or frustrating and they're at least coming to you, that means there's still space for dialogue. And that gives the opportunity for something to come out of it. You get a chance to at least talk about it and see where that could have went. And if you do your part correctly and you listen carefully, you may be able to help and support in a way and get a good resolution out of that. Now is when the silence part could be very concerning, because now whatever relationship that you've built, there isn't space for them to come and chat with you about the issues. That means they don't trust you. That means there's a fear in it. There means something's preventing them. But getting clear with that is super important, because no conversation, no communication builds up, and it breeds this negative vibe and atmosphere. And that's something that's super important to address. And I bring that up because I've been busy all week last week. I've felt like I haven't had the time that I usually spend to be with my team. Instead, I'm giving high-level directions, things that I wanted to see done, and I would just check in via email, and I felt this disconnect. And I had to follow up and give them some space, like, hey, busy week last week, tell me what came up for you guys, what's going on, anything coming up, let's chat. And there's some things that was brewing that came up, they were able to speak to it. I told them, got it, I hear you guys, definitely something I want to work on. At the same time, I told them, like, hey, love to get my ask is like, I love to get these feedback. So it's definitely going to be more impactful, and it'll help our relationship build even further if we're able to address that immediately in the moment versus just building on it and waiting until it gets bigger and bigger. So for me, that's the message. That's the thing that I learned last week. I've got to listen, and I made 3 videos about the different types of listening, and I feel like happens to a lot of us. As we're going through our development journey, we learn new things, we take on new things, and it isn't until we consistently practice those things that it becomes automatic to us and it becomes part of our routine. For me, I've been an operator for a long time, so when I'm busy, I turn on this auto mode of just go, 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 and trying to get as much done as I can. And that is a dangerous point because I need to understand that there's an impact on my decisions. And if I don't deploy some humility and check my ego and understand that I'm working for these people, the people that are reporting to me, you're actually, as a leader, you're working for them. Because if you're not going to get the results that you want. So you've got to understand that concept. So as we transition positions and as we grow in our leaders, we've got to understand to deploy some humility and check your ego. It's not about you. What is it that you're trying to do? So these are some of the things. If you're able to do that, you can listen better, you can create space for dialogue, and you can still check in on your team and really build that connection that you really want. So that's what I've learned. And I've set up some things on my calendar. I've set up some plans where I'm going to be taking some drive initiative this week and for future weeks to address these issues and really work towards it. So I'm pumped up. I'm having a great day. Get my coffee going on. And I hope that brings some inspiration, some motivation, some insight on how you can tackle some relationships and work relationships if need be that will help you along your path. So that is all I have this morning. Thank you for tuning in as always. I appreciate it. And until next time, take care.